Hello, friends. Today I want to talk to you about how giving yourself a break and having a little more self-compassion can actually make you more productive. So this week, if you're watching this on Instagram, this week's theme is I get to be human. And the thing is that we don't really do that very well. We don't let ourselves be human. We have this ingrained belief, whether it's from culture or whatever, that we should be able to get things right the first time, right? Or that we should just know something because we know something, we should automatically be able to do it. I know I need more leafy greens. I'm not eating them. I know I need less sugar and less soda. I'm not doing so great at it, right? Knowing is not the same as doing and becoming. So what happens is we think it's quarantine, man, I'm gonna learn to play the piano and I'm gonna become a gourmet chef. We don't do it and we feel so much shame about it. Or, I know this is the right way to handle this situation with my kids and I'm triggered and I don't handle it that way and I feel a bunch of shame about it, right? There's a million things throughout the day that we feel we have negative self-talk about and feel shame about. And I'm sorry I have to use the word shame. I know we don't like that word, but I'm glad Brene Brown has normalized it a little bit for us, but it's what it is, right? So I want to talk to you about why shame makes us less productive and why being self-compassionate makes us more productive. So I want you to imagine your favorite beverage, right? Imagine your favorite 32-ounce glass of water or Diet Coke or whatever it is. And then I want you to, that container, that 32 ounces represents the mental space you have available to you to process your day, right? To make good judgments, to problem solve, to self-regulate, to manage your emotions. All of those things take up mental space, and you only have 32 ounces a day, right? And now you have to add in a pandemic, economic unrest or concerns, child sex trafficking, and a human rights movement, divisiveness in politics and an upcoming election, all the things that are going around in the world, plus our own personal traumas that are happening in our personal lives, right? So that cup gets filled up quick. And then what happens if we're beating ourselves up about things and we're having negative self-talk, that fills the cup up further. Shame takes a lot of space, right? It's like, pouring a soda into a glass mug and it just fills quickly. And so we think that if I am failing at something, I'm not doing it the way I wanted to. I'm not doing it as quickly as I wanted to. I'm not doing it right. I need to be hard on myself and I need to buckle down and get it done. And I give myself a stern talking to, Sarah, you need to be better. Why aren't you getting this done? Come on, pull it together, And maybe for some of you that is motivating, but for most of us, that just makes the cup overflow, right? It doesn't actually make us more productive. It's one of the great lies that we have been sold throughout history is that punishment makes us more productive. Punishment makes us afraid. And I don't ever want to make decisions out of fear, right? Okay, so what happens now to the exciting part? What happens if we have self-compassion instead? Not only does it just feel better, but now that space isn't filled up with shame. So we have that space available to us to make wise, intelligent, thoughtful decisions, right? So instead of being Sarah, you really blew it with the kids, you made crappy decisions, and being triggered, right? What I can do now is I have that space available to me where I can be it's okay. Next time, what if I thought about it this way? Or what if I said this thing? Or what if I handled this instead? Or what if I go and apologize to my kid or whatever's happening? Because when that cup overflows, here's an important thing to know. When you run out of that 32 ounces, what happens when it overflows is overwhelm, is exhaustion, is really short temper, is being triggered. It's we just don't have the space where it feels like it's all too much, right? And I know so many of us feel like that. If not in the middle of the day, at least by the end of the day, where we're just like, I am done. And that's why we numb. That's why we watch, endless hours of TV, or there's a million different ways, healthy and unhealthy ways, that we numb, because we're just overflowing. We have no mental space left. So you're like, that's great, Sarah, I get it. I need to have more self-compassion. That would be really great. I have no idea how to do that. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you a little tip that's my favorite tip. I use this all the time. So I want you to imagine your favorite friend. This is a person that you love and respect and adore. And the key is that you respect, right? This is a person that you think highly of. So I want you to have them in your mind. And I want, when you start talking and criticizing yourself for whatever your perceived failures are, I want you to imagine talking to that friend instead. How would you talk to them about it? I bring up parenting a lot, because parenting is really one of the places that I get triggered. My shame gets triggered a lot. Adults, you'd think I could reverse engineer that, and no, like, perfectly. I'm a life coach. I should totally know how to manage kids. I don't, it's hard. So it triggers shame in me a lot. And so I think about, what if this friend that I have in my mind came and was telling me, all the things that I'm feeling, like I'm just not doing good enough. I know how to handle this. Why am I not doing better? Why do I get so triggered? Why do I get so frustrated over the little things? Whatever she tells me, right? Whatever I'm telling myself. And how I talk to myself is like, come on, Sarah, you know better. You're just sucking at this. You're really sucking at it. You are a bad mom. I would never in a million years say that to my friend, because I know it's not true, right? I can easily see all the beautiful things that she does for her kids. I can see all the ways that she's trying. I can see her positive influence on them. I can see how she loves them so hard. And these failures that she's seeing seem so insignificant and small to me, even though, you get it, right? And so if I am just as deserving of that compassion as she is. Right? I deserve that love from myself. Why am I giving it to everybody but myself? And so that is my tip, my trick, my hack that I want to leave you with today. I want you to try it and let me know how it goes. See if you become more productive, if you feel less overwhelmed, if you have more space to come up with healthy, creative solutions to your challenges, rather than just whatever's easiest, whatever gets you onto the next thing, right? Also, in the bio, I keep forgetting to tell you, I have a quick, easy little training in there and a worksheet that is kind of like a blanket for all the things that we talk about here. It's about, everything that we struggle with starts in our thoughts, and it's about how to create better thoughts. So if that interests you, that's in the bio. It's free. There's just a link in there. And if this video resonates with you, if you think of somebody that might be able to benefit from it today, please bookmark it or send it on. I would really appreciate that. And I adore you. And I hope that you have a fantastic week filled with like deep breaths and self-compassion and more space.